the best rate. If you want to send money to Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, anywhere in Africa, download AfriX today. We have the best rate. Transactions are ridiculously fast. Yes. Ridiculously fast.
Yes.
Within 10 seconds, money has arrived. You've sent happiness home. All right? Bye.
This is Zuli. Zuli likes to enjoy herself, but one thing Zuli also likes is to make her loved ones happy. With AfriX, making our loved ones happy is just at our fingertips, no matter the distance. AfriX is convenient, reliable, affordable, very fast, user-friendly with a wide global reach.
Wow!
Download AfriX app today and bring your loved ones closer, no matter where they are. They have amazing rates with no fee.
Hello, people. Welcome to Choco Millionaire. So yesterday, a family reached out to my PA and said they want to share their experience at the port of entry with me and then my audience. And also, my videos help them a lot in their relocation to Canada. They want to share their story. So, all right. Do you mind if I call you today for you to do that? They say yes. So I'm going to call them right now for you to hear their own story. If you also like to share your own experience with me, please reach out to my PA or send me an email, chocomillionaire@gmail.com, with the title or the subject saying that you'd like to share your experience, and I'll reach out to you in due time. Please note, the email that I just gave is not for you to send numerous messages requesting for immigration advice. I do not provide advice in the form of a mail, like a written message. So please do not inundate or swamp my inbox with messages about how to get jobs in Canada. All my videos are detailed enough with information that can help you to start. The email was specifically given for those who want to reach out to share their experiences on my platform. I'll proceed to actually call the family right now. This is going to be an audio, so please take a listen. And hit the like button if you like my videos. Also subscribe and follow as well. Drop your comments. If you have questions, drop them. I'll do my very best to catch as many of them as possible. If today is your first time catching me live, welcome to Choco Millionaire. And I'm repping my newest Niger jersey because I'm a Ghana, isn't it? All right, let's go straight for this. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Mr. Choco.
Thank you. So my PA mentioned that you want to share some good news with us because of how you found my channel helpful to you. Is that still the case?
Yes, please.
Okay. Over to you. You can go ahead. Let's hear you out.
Okay. Before I start, I wanted to extend our appreciation to your opinion and information that you share on the media. Yeah, it has really helped us a lot. And it's because of that we are in Canada at the moment. I started following you since early last year, and I've been listening to all your information online. And based on that, I was able to start my application without any agent. Yes. We started working on my wife's admission. We got the admission for a college, and then we put in application for work permit, and also for my for study permit, and also for my work permit. And trust me, by March this year, we have gotten all our documentations, of which school is supposed to start in end of August. So by so doing, later on, the policy changes. We were contemplating of how to go about things. I think we get to your doorstep for your opinion, and we're able to give us some suggestions where we were able to on our own. We took some risks. Because we don't want a situation where we will get stuck along the line with the college. So she was able to get admission for a master's degree, and we put in a new application based on the new policy. It was a risky game, but God being so good, within 1 month we were able to get another study permit, and one of your opinion was, initially we intend not to bring our case, but one of your opinion was we can. So we added the case and we set off our journey last week, and we got to Toronto Airport. And you see, God has been so good unto us from day one. We got to the airport. I've been hearing a lot about Toronto Airport. I've been hearing a lot. So we got there, and it was about, I think I saw about 3 or 4 students. Yeah, the room was empty. So they ushered us to one officer. My wife was leading with our passport. So she gave the passport to the officer. She greeted the officer. And I also approached the officer and I greeted him. And he said, "Welcome to Canada." "Oh, okay. This is a long family. Okay, have a seat." And we went there, went to where the seat is, and then we were waiting for him. I think for about 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah. The officer mentioned my surname, family. Then we went. He gave us the study permit, the work permit, the visitor record for the children. He said, "Your children can go to school." And the officer did not even ask of our admission letter. Nothing. He didn't ask of any document. And I was so marveled that, hey, God is so wonderful. Even when we were coming from Ghana, at the airport, they requested for our admission letter, where we will be staying. They requested for all those things, but we got to Canada, and Canada did not ask for any document. They printed our study permit, work permit, visitor record for the children, and that's it. So marvelous.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. I will be taking you back a bit by asking you some few questions, if you don't mind. Okay?
All right.
Thank you. I could hear the voice of somebody in the background. Is that your spouse?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Madam, how are you?
She's the one coming to study.
I'm doing good.
If like say you like book, this year. You like studying. Many day. Well, nice. It is so. Welcome to Canada.
Thank you very much.
So how many of you came to Canada as a family? How many kids, in addition to you and your husband?
3 kids.
Okay, so a family of 5.
We are 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So before you reached out, you and your husband reached out to me. You were going to study in a college, correct?
Yeah.
And your plan at that time was to apply and then also come with your husband on an open work permit.
Yes.
Okay. And if I heard what your husband said right, the change in policy earlier this year made you guys think twice or scared you a bit.
Yeah. Fast.
Okay. So you were worried that your husband will not be able to come with you on an open work permit.
For
Okay.
me alone, so dear, I will never come.
For you alone too, dear, you are not coming.
Oh, I wouldn't have come. Hey.
You need your husband with you, eh?
Yes.
I see. I see. I see.
I need to wake up every morning and see the family I've been seeing every day in Accra. So
I see.
that I'll just be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there are some families like that. Some people will not travel without their family with them. So if they're applying, they have to go together. All right. So you reach out. I remember so well when you guys reach out. You were so worried. And then you were like, this is your situation. You've gotten an admission for a college, blah, 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 blah. And if I don't, you were actually far advanced with your immigration plans and all of that. And then the policy came in. And then I gave you some suggestions, correct?
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about that, if you don't mind. So one of the suggestions was that whilst we were talking, I realized that you were actually qualified enough to even study at the master's level.
Yes. Yes.
So I suggested that given the change in policy, it would probably be better for you to quickly secure an admission for a master's program. But the time was not on your side. Time was going fast too. And then that helps you to now bring your husband on an open work permit without that difficulty of using a college route, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your husband talked about how I was able to probably connect him to some resources, and then do you want to talk about that? How did you end up getting a master's admission and then blah, blah, blah before putting in an application? Yeah.
Oh, actually, you referred us to, is it HAP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as we progress in the charts, I think I didn't hear from them again.
No, they came back to us that because of the change in policy, we need to put in a new study permit
Application. Yeah.
So because of that, and also time not on our side to accept the admission that we have for the master's program, okay, we decided that, okay, then let's proceed to pay for the what is it? The admission fee, the initial fee.
Initial deposit,
okay,
yeah.
That deposit.
So that we can lock that admission. Yes. And then with suggestion of putting a new application, we took in the risk of saying, okay, then let's put in the new application because all the information that we submitted are available. And my wife was not happy about it, but I said no. The God who started with us will end with us. So we put in, and within 1 month we had feedback from them to submit our passport.
All right. Thank you very much, Hap, for getting them started on this one there. Really appreciate the guys at Hap. If you're watching this, try and tag Hap and tell them we are gossiping about them here. Okay? Tag Hap and tell them Choco and some people are gossiping about them. Good job, Hap. So you took the risk. I understand why you said you took the risk. Because taking the risk to now switch from a college where you said you were initially not coming with your children to all of a sudden a master's, you now want to come with your family, your children along. You don't know whether you get it or not, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
We are approaching the Toronto immigration. I started shivering.
You were shivering.
Then now the kids are following. So what are we going to say? I tell them that the kids say they will stay. That is what we are going to say.
The kids say they will stay. They are just coming to visit, eh? They are just coming to visit.
Your suggestion was very, very timely.
I see.
Because
we would have let them stay back home, and then as we are here, Daddy will go back for them.
I see.
This is fine because now they've gotten everything.
You've saved us some dollars.
Hey, it's not just some dollars.
The dollars that I've saved, you have to bring it for us to go and give to support the building of the cathedral in Ghana. What do you say?
Come to you for a celebration.
All right, I hear. When Arsenal win the league, then you come for us to celebrate proper.
Sure.
All right. Now your children. So you, as the wife, you got a study permit to do your masters.
Yeah.
Your husband is on what? Open work permit. Is that the case?
Yeah.
So he's allowed to work unlimited because you are in your masters. Yeah. Okay. And your children were given a visitor record and then the officer, the border control officer said that your children can go to school.
Yes.
Okay. How old are the kids?
We have 13, 9, and 7.
Okay, 13, 9, 7. So they will enjoy the Canadian education then.
Oh.
Okay. Have you started making? So how long have you been in Canada?
A week.
We arrived last Saturday.
Okay.
Okay, last Saturday. So that means about a week now, almost a week or so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then you are still in the honeymoon phase.
No.
Honeymoon because you haven't started school. I'm sorry?
Every day we've been going out to do our documentations.
And it's still, for me, it is still honeymoon in the sense that you haven't started the stress in Canada in terms of school, combining school, trying to find a job, the children, dropping them off, the bills. You probably haven't started getting all the bills from everywhere, aside from your monthly rent. So you are still in the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
So enjoy it because once we enter September, the honeymoon will start to go. Enjoy your husband very well because before he start doing 2 or 3 jobs too. Yeah. Talking about jobs, were you guys self-employed back home before coming to Canada, or you were working as salaried folks? Yeah.
For me, I was working in a big company in Ghana. I've been working there for a number of years, a decade, 2 decades. Yeah.
For 2 decades in a big company.
Big company.
I bet. What type of job would you say you do? Are you an accountant, a finance person, a legal person, a politician? Which one? Like whichever one?
Finance person.
You're a finance person working in a big company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon?
Yes. Go ahead.
I thought you were saying something.
Okay. So you are in a finance. Your background is finance.
Yes, please.
Okay. Where you leave the job like that where you can't hear, or you can't. Who be trusty now? I'm sorry.
It's a long-term plan.
Long-term plan. So and yes, what about be trusty now? Me patro who be trusty asan ko back and answer oh be settle kakra. Are you coming to just support madam for some few? Some people do that. They come in, make sure the family settle, and then they go back to their job. Right? Is that?
It's not going anywhere.
You said the intent. The intent is there.
Dual intent, no. Your wife said you are not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
Madam, this one I won't agree. You have to release him to go and vote in December. Ghana needs his vote.
Which voting for where?
He has to go and vote in Ghana.
There's nobody there to vote. See the result.
Who's in Nipana here? Nipana sa Ghana.
Who are there to vote? They will see the result. Who was a swat crap?
Sir?
Everybody is running away.
Hey, serious oh. Sir. Now, madam, madam, what's your background? Okay, sorry, you're saying something. When you get to Ghana, what?
If you get to Ghana airports and then the embassies, that's where you get to know that people are leaving Ghana. It's not easy.
I see. Maybe they are going on vacation, or is it with you?
We hope so.
We hope so.
As we are also coming for vacation.
Oh, you two are here for vacation. This is a vacation. They have a long vacation. All right, mommy. What about you? Professionally, were you working as well as a salary person, or you had your own business? Or were you? What was the situation back home?
Oh, I was. I'm also a finance person, accountant by profession, but along the line, about I think 5 or 7 years ago, yeah, I dropped due to the kids. And then I came in for my own business.
Okay, so you started your own business.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started it for about 6 years ago.
6 years, okay. And your business, which area would you say your business, which industry is your business at? Is it a gold business, a food, hospitality? Buy and sell.
Yeah.
This is ton. Buy and sell, ton. What ton and what ton? Be so.
Yeah.
Nice. So right now that you left, the business is being managed, right?
Yeah, it's being managed.
Okay. I'll come and see you so that we can balance the books together. When the proceeds come, and then I have to do the international reconciliation for you.
I was even on the system before my husband called me that you are calling us.
You're on the system checking on your this thing, your business, eh?
Oh yes.
Hey, it is so. So what?
I'm doing the accounting.
Nice. So what program are you coming to study, madam?
Master of Finance.
Hey, just hope it's scale, mama.
I am in the sun.
You are still coming to study Master of Finance. Okay. And a program, no, a 1 year program, and is it a 1 year program, 2 year program? What's the duration?
It's 1 year. 12 months here is 1 year.
Okay, it's more than 1.5. So by here
it's 12 months. It's September to September.
Okay. So that would be 1.5 year.
Yeah. 1.5 year.
Yes. All right. Okay. So good one there. And how old are you, mommy?
Hey, I'm 45.
45.
Yeah.
Nice. They say life begins at 40.
Yes.
But you're 45. You be now when you go school, go do more study. What is that? Yeah. Okay. I see. So if somebody is watching right now and they have been so worried about their age, having heard that you are 45, what would you say were some of the things that made it easy for you to be able to get through like this? Was it because you had a good travel history and you've traveled to so many countries? You are from a rich home? You have some, I don't know, what do you think were the things that you put together, since you didn't even use an agent, that helped you to get through it?
Okay, I think traveling experience is number one.
Okay.
I've been traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then my working experience.
Mm-hmm.
Working experience has also helped a lot. Yeah. And the assets at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ties at home is also very important. If you have something doing and you want to be here, you should build your home ties very well.
Okay.
It's also important. I'm sure that one too also contributed so much.
Okay. Assets like what? Can you mention some of the assets that you think helped when you put them in there as home ties?
Assets like...
Oh, okay. Let's say, we added our building.
Your building? Okay.
The documentation, and then in the SOP, we also stated that he's coming back to Ghana to build the business and also to help the other small companies to balance their books and also educate them on financial aspects. Yeah.
So people, if you're watching, say the tips where they give you on how they wrote their SOP, connecting assets and work experience and everything there, right? So please.
Most of these things he did it too, so that's why
he's the one who did most of the job. You are the agent. Madam, you need to pay the agent money to your husband. Though. So. My wife said you should pay in kind. You are still in honeymoon, so pay in kind.
You know that will be even arrears for them.
Even arrears for it, okay. Yes, thank you.
Which cash?
That's very okay. So when you decided that you change the strategy from a college and then apply or submit a new application for the masters, some people will say, hey, Charlie, this is risky. Your husband said it's risky because it might backfire. You may not get it. Now, for some people, they may not be able to do it because, Charlie, their proof of funds may not even be in the same condition it was in a month or two ago. You right? Maybe the bank statement 2-3 months ago when I was ready to apply for the college visa, that bank statement, maybe now my finances has changed a bit, maybe for the worse. So if I try switching, it could potentially maybe mess me up. So if you are watching, don't just be making moves like the way they made, especially when you know that your finances are not in good shape. You understand? I'm pretty sure they had their finances lined up. They know they could always print that bank statement if they needed to, and a matter of just giving good reason. I think the biggest challenge was switching from initially you applying for college and saying that you are coming alone, your kids are not coming, and maybe just your husband, and then all of a sudden I want to come with my children. How do you now make that switch? Good reason, but you heard they give a good reason. Daddy, do you want to talk about the reason and the way you went around why you are bringing your children? Did you say you were bringing them because, if you recall, what reason did you give? Some people will say they're coming to visit, they're coming to do what reason in your situation?
For our processes, you see, one thing that helped us was that before we even put in the school application, all of us are having Canada visitor visa. Okay, so the kids were even having up to the first one was having 10 years, and the second one, third one was 5 years up to their passport duration. Yeah. So when we were putting the application, we stated in there because they will ask you, are you coming along with someone? Your children, you say no for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we never mentioned that we are coming with them in
Okay.
So the idea was that around maybe December, when they are on vacation, then I will go down back to Ghana and bring them as they are coming for a vacation, and then that will be the end. Okay, yeah. And all what we were doing, the main reason was for the kids, but we were being strategic. Yeah.
Okay.
But after we had the encounter with you, the call with you, and you suggested something to our ears, and then we said, okay, fine, then let's come along with them. And God being so good, I mean, it works. Yeah.
Okay, welcome. Mommy, you mentioned that travel history may have also played a role. Which countries have you traveled to? Some of the countries, if you don't mind mentioning some of the countries you've been to.
US, I've been to US, I've been to Spain, and then Turkey, China, and then China is countless times.
So China, if that way they put the money from a business, no, right? So countless and Turkey to, I suspect you go there, they buy. It is so.
If I get a chance, I'll go from here to China.
Hey, if you get a chance, you go from here to China.
I'll try and look for that route.
That route today. But the way I see, if you don't take time before you go see, go open African stores all over Canada. The way I see you.
That is it. It's not even about the finance matter. Let me finish the school and they hear from me. I'm coming from business.
You came from business, eh? If it's so.
Yes, business is good.
Yeah, madam, if somebody is watching right now and they're so worried about their age, that their age may not make them eligible, maybe their profile is similar to yours, what would you say to them? Somebody who is watching, a woman or a man watching right now.
They should forget. Just a number. Just a number. Madam, forget about your age. Go for the best. You can still make it. I mean, initially I also had a problem with that, but I asked my husband, he said, have you been listening to Choco? Some people are even 50 something and they are applying for, they get inside. Is it not a problem? They don't mind. They don't mind. Then you go outside, elder people are even working. You go and see people 60, 65 at the reception of a hotel. They don't mind. Age is just a number. So, my dear, forget about your age and go on with the application. It will be fine. Yeah.
Yo, thank you. There could be a lot of people, by the way, for age, so many things go into making a decision on visa, all right? So it's not just the age that they look at. They may look at the overall strength of your application. Okay. They look at so many reasons. It could be your proof of funds. It could be your previous studies, what you do for a living, so many things. So sometimes when you are just worried about one aspect, that may not even be the thing that the officer is probably looking at. What happens is that they look at the overall picture or the strength of your application to see whether you have put in the very best case for why you're coming to Canada, right? So that's what she's saying, that give it your very best and then leave the rest for God or an officer. All right. Mommy, there are many people who may be also thinking of doing what you've done with your family right now. Obviously, it's early days yet. Like I said, you haven't started going through the stress in Canada in terms of your bills, combining school with work and all of that. If there is somebody watching right now, but they are at different levels of maybe anxieties, they are not sure if this is a real decision, what words would you say? You and Daddy, words to anybody who is watching right now. Okay.
Yeah, for me, traveling is the best. I mean, if you have children, considering the situation, I mean, in our homeland now, I mean, traveling is the best. You see, the reason why for me I quit my organization was that, I mean, where I'm working, you will see I've been working for a whole years, and you'll be there. Someone will go in school outside. You come and speak the brofo, and then you get a bigger position. So I was, and when you get that position, you will be teaching, taking him or her through the
training.
The environment.
They make you even train the person that is coming to be on top of you, the young person who came in the foreign district.
Yes, because of the brofo that you come and rattle. So I sat down and I said, look, I need to think about, for me now, I mean, my life is almost over. So, I mean, let me think about my kids. I don't want them to remain at a lower rank as I am. So let me also wake up and do something for them. And so I would advise my other colleagues and friends, you see, it's better to start something. And then don't be on a rush. Okay, you need to, I mean, be strategic. Strategize maybe about 2 years. Use 2 years to plan. Okay, if you don't plan and you do it in a rush, you may not end well. Yeah, you may not end well. So that is my little, I mean, advice I will give. Thank you.
But I say, talk about your your flight experience. You talked about how your documents were checked in Ghana at the airport even before you left, and you were surprised that when you came to Canada, the Canadian officers did not even ask for those documents when they were processing your immigration. Your flight experience, how was it?
Yeah, okay. So as we went to Ghana airport. Okay. I don't know whether the gentleman is from the airline or I don't know. So he asked of my wife admission letter, and we handed over to him. He went through it, and then he requested for where we are going to stay. And before then, we have, secure accommodation, and we have the signed agreement, a copy of it. So we pushed the agreement also to him, and he went through and said, okay, you can proceed. And then we proceed to check our bus. and then we took off. So I think traveling with kids is sometimes stressful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we didn't have any issues along the line, and God being so good, He brought us to Toronto Airport.
Did you transit somewhere? Did you transit somewhere? Which country did you transit?
Oh, we transit to
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Amsterdam.
Okay.
The waiting there was 4 hours.
Okay. And no issues in Amsterdam, right? No issues in Amsterdam too?
No issue. No
Okay.
issue.
All right.
No issue. We passed through so smooth.
Okay.
So smooth. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then so then Amsterdam to Toronto. Yeah, we get to Toronto and that was where was my first point of entry. So I was expecting a huge challenge.
You were expecting questions back to back.
Back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So even in the plane from Amsterdam to Toronto, I was discussing with my wife what we would say this and that and that and that. And all those things, I mean, were kept. We couldn't. No one asked us all those things.
Nice. Now,
I was even surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised, seriously.
Good. And luggage.
That happened, Mr. Choco.
Yeah. Some people go through moments like that. There are 1 or 2 airports that the experience is probably more nicer and flexible, not stressful. But like I say in my old video, nowadays I'm a little bit wise, so I won't say them. I won't mention the airport because the moment I mention it, you know what is going to happen next. Everybody is going to round their flight through there, and then they're going to cause traffic. So these days I've been careful. I don't just say things. You know what I mean? So there are some few airports that the experience is relatively better and probably easygoing. There are some airports that tend to probably I won't say like screen applicants, and sometimes the experience there has been negative for some of the travelers there, right? But I'm happy that you guys used one of the probably toughest airports in Canada and you still had it successful, all right?
Because our friend here who was telling us that we might miss our next flight to this place.
Okay.
Because that place is not easy.
Okay.
So she was just surprised that we called her that we just passed through just like that.
I see.
Miss our flight.
I see.
Everything was smooth.
Okay.
And our waiting time in Toronto too was just 2 hours.
Only 2 hours.
Okay. Waiting time in Toronto 2 hours and then you connected.
Yeah, 2 hours for the next flight.
Okay, all right. Okay, since you had it easy at the airport, now let me make it difficult for you by asking you a tough question. As if I'm a millionaire. So, madam, if I look at your application, you said after your studies you're going back to Ghana. Is that correct? Okay, madam, how quickly are you going back to Ghana after your studies, please? How quickly?
How quickly?
Yes, please. How quickly? You get a postgraduate work permit. You are going to get 3 years postgraduate work permit.
Yes.
I
have to enjoy that.
And then we add the other one on top.
The other ones don't like that.
So by the time I'm going back to Ghana, I'm not a Ghanaian.
Oh, but you will be a Ghanaian still, but you still, we need you in Ghana so that you can bring the experience to go and teach. Remember what your husband said in the SOP? You're going to go back and train people. You see what I mean? Charlie, I mean right now we are going to turn Ghana into a 24-hour economy, so we need your expertise, your finance and stuff like that. Yes. Anyway, welcome to Canada. I imagine your husband, you guys will be working on your driver's license as soon as possible because you have kids. Yeah. Movement around will be definitely easier if you have a car at some point. Depending on where you are. If where you are able to use buses and trains easily, no problem. But just get that license as soon as you can. And hopefully start also applying for jobs. Daddy, you are on an open work permit, so you probably will be able to work to support Madam. The bills are going to start coming real fast. The bills here, they don't joke. Oh. The bills don't joke. Before you realize, in Canada, you realize that the days go faster than, you know what I mean? By the time you pay your rent, the next one is loading. So yeah, just get some of those pieces done. Enjoy your honeymoon before Madam starts school as well. And I wish you guys the very best. And thank you for stepping out to share your experience as well. Okay.
Thank you, and Mr. Choco, God bless you. You are doing a human's job. You see, I mean, all the information that you are putting out, those who are serious and will listen to it will never get to agent for agent to take them any, money of that sort. I mean, continue doing the job, and God will really bless you.
Amen.
I believe He's still even blessing you.
Yes,
Amen.
yeah. It's the process.
Amen.
Bless you so much.
Sure. Because if not your information, like maybe I may be in the hands of some agent, and then he will take some. If I'm lucky, he will take money and then do it for me.
You take more. We are 5. You are taking a lot of money.
A family of 5, like you will pay small, you pay a bit. On the job, yes.
You know something? What pushed me? Initially, that I was trying to apply for a visa for the family. I contacted an agent, a friend, and he was telling me I have all my documents. Just giving me helping me with the process to put in and submit it. He was telling me he's going to take $1,000 for each.
So for the 5 of you, $5,000.
Yes, and he's a friend though. He's a friend. Oh, this one, yes, a gift for me. And I said, hey, this guy. So someone introduced me to say, go and listen to Choco. So I started listening to Choco, and even that time I was not even don't know the link to the
website, RC website, yeah.
So I said, one Saturday I listened to you, I come through the net. So you see, I will advise my colleagues, Africans, everything is on the internet, and we should go there and you will get it.
Amen.
We don't like reading. That is our problem. That is our problem.
Especially for those of you who have all your documents. Some of you have all your documents ready. If it is the credentials, you have it. If it's a first degree, you have it. If it's a first class, second class, you have it. If it is a secondary school certificate, you have it. If it is even work experience, you have it. If it is even the bank statement, you have it. If it is bank statement, you can see in the case of this family, bank statement, obviously not a problem. Asset, they have it, right? But sometimes all you need is just a direction, how to put things together, how to do this. And that is where I feel that for those of you who have the resources, if you spare a bit of time to sit down, you actually will learn how to do this. You soon realize that it's not difficult. You soon, like I said, soon. Everything is hard until you begin to start learning how to do it, isn't it? So that's what I encourage you to do. Those of you who are willing to learn to do things, there are resources all over today online that can help you do them. I hope that you take a cue from this. Now, the fact that they have also traveled abroad does not mean that you should also be making the same move. Remember, they said this was a long-term plan. They talked about it. He's been working for 2 decades as a finance person in a big company. The wife also had a job, has their own business as well on the side. It's planning, it's traveling. I don't want you to just come watch videos and start making moves to travel because you see people. You know what I mean? Think through it and ask whether this is for you. Some of you probably don't need to travel because you're doing fine. You know what I mean? Fine in almost all aspects beyond just money. If that's your situation, you don't need to. There are some people who travel because it's a nice experience to have and because it gives the children also that kind of exposure. You know what I mean? So make a decision based on your situation. Do not be influenced negatively by just seeing people travel and say you're going to. Maybe it might just not be for you. Reflect about it before you make that. All right, mommy, final word. I want to hear you, mommy. Final word. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mommy, final word.
Yeah. What I would say is, we'd like to thank you so much for all the information given unto us that aided in bringing us this far. And what I'll tell people is they should also think of it, support their husbands, think of their kids, and then do something for them. I think it's not a good move. And it's going to be a better one.
Okay.
Especially for the kids. Yeah. So they should think about it and make that move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. God bless you.
And the planning should also go well, because it's should I say capital? It's not a business, but money is involved a lot. Yeah. So the planning should go well.
Okay.
You do a lot of planning and home checks, and then when the time arrives, everything will be fine.
All right. Thank you very much, Mommy. God bless you. Enjoy your time in Canada. Wish you all the best in school as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that is a family that reached out some time back. I spoke with me privately and then talked about so many things. I gave them suggestions. They implemented them. Sometimes I don't even remember some of the things I share with people, but they do remember because they reach out, right? And some of them are able to come back and say, Choco, this thing you shared with us helped XYZ. We would like to. I'm happy that you came to share. If you also like to share a story, send me an email, chocomelanie@gmail.com. If possible, put a nice description of your story if you can. If you cannot write it, just provide your contact or whatever, and then I'll do my best to read. You can also reach out to my PA. The PA's contact is in the channel description, or the information on this channel. Just look in the description at the very top. You'll find it there. And let my PA know that this is what you like to do. Like I said, I normally do not provide written immigration responses via email. I'm not an immigration consultant. I don't do that. So I'm too busy as well for you to be sending messages, Choco, do this for me, and then you expect it done. So please don't worry yourself doing that, right? Do not worry yourself doing that, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, follow as well, and drop your comments as well. Let me know where you're watching from. If today's your first time, let me know where you're watching from. If you're in Canada, I want to hear your story. If you're in Europe, Charlie, those of you in UK, I want to hear your story. What's up in UK? We hear say, Charlie, stress everywhere in the UK. The crisis in the UK, security issues in the UK. If you're in the UK and you'd like to share some of this, remember, you can come live on camera. You can come in audio, whichever one is comfortable with you. I'm okay with it. Let's just create a platform where informations like this that we share helps people. Somebody's story may just be what you need to just get to the next level of your movement. God bless you and thanks for watching. Peace. Bye-bye.